Right to the point. All right, LA's season, it's basically over. Kemba is one of the many names that has been thrown out as a possible free agent target this summer. There is also a very slim chance the Lakers could get the projected #1 pick, Zion Williamson. But Paul Pierce told TMZ Zion won't even be enough and added the Lakers, quote, need a lot. We're joined by FS1 NBA analyst Matt Barnes. Good to have you with us, Matt. So, how much help does LeBron need to not just have a winning season, but to win a championship title next year?
Lakers need Jesus. Lakers need Jesus.
That will not happen. But go ahead.
I think people have they're really hyped up on the AD situation. AD and LeBron alone, plus the best coach in the world, is not enough in the West. It's going to be a very interesting summer for them. I think they have to clean house and mend a lot of bridges because they really started a wildfire this last trade deadline with all their young players. And I think what they really have to do is be careful because right now it's not looking like an attractive destination to come to in the first place. So they really have to be careful how they play this situation with dangling their young players out this off season for trades and stuff. Because if you end up with these same guys that you tried to burn last season to start this season and you pull the same process this summer, it's going to be an even uglier year. So, I'm hoping as a fan that, the front office does what they need to do. LeBron pulls some magic, maybe makes some mafia calls and makes somebody come to the Lakers. But, to me, the Clippers look, like a beautiful destination. If it's not so much about the Lakers in LA no more because all the players live here in the offseason now. So it's not so much about being in LA. Right now it's about the best fit and winning and having a good time. And if you look next door, they got the best owner in the game, Jerry West, making moves, and then one of the better coaches in the NBA, and Doc Rivers. So the Lakers had a lot of work to do, and they need a lot of help.
Profound, Shannon.
But here's the thing. You say AD is not enough. You're saying that if KD stays in Golden State, KD leaves Golden State, AD is more than enough to represent.
That's tough.
We get KD up out of Golden State. Now we might be on to something. But I agree with you because here's the thing. I still believe you're probably going to have to move some of those guys, even if you get AD. Right. No matter what, even if you don't get AD.
You have to.
No, but I'm saying, let's just say for the sake of argument, you don't get AD. If you get Kemba, you're still going to probably, to get Kemba, because I believe Kemba can be what Kyrie was to LeBron. A guy that can get hot and LeBron can rest on offense. He can get his own shot. He can facilitate. You saw him the other night against the Spurs.
I like Kemba.
Gave it a business. So,
I mean, he's 5'11", but
he's little, right?
Crossover, step back.
5'11", guess what? He been 5'11" all his life. He ain't growing. He ain't gonna grow no more. That's as tall as he gonna get.
Okay.
And he giving them big guys the business in the NBA because he was an all-star.
But he has to play defense in the West. There's a lot of tough guards out there. Every night.
Yeah.
Every night.
But they gonna have to play defense on him too now.
Very true.
But he gonna cook. He gonna get his. Look, I believe they're a superstar away. The days of one guy carrying it alone to the NBA Finals, that's over.
The Jordan days are over. We agree.
You see what I'm saying? Scottie Pippen. Because you remember before he got Scottie, he was getting swept left and right.
By dynasties.
You see what he did? You see?
It would be a whole nother story if LeBron was 3 or 4 years younger with this Laker team. I believe he could really put him on his back and really, not maybe win a championship, but really make some noise. But his age times the West of the rest, the West of the rest.
Rest for the West.
West of the West, right.
We get
it's different time. And he's a little bit older, so it's a lot. He's not going to carry nobody.
I tried to tell you earlier in this show, Anthony Davis would not be enough, especially if you have to give up all the kids to get him.
Right.
Because you do have to trade for him.
Yeah.
So I told him there's only one magic move that would save LeBron next year. If we're talking about winning the championship.
Stop saying save. I don't like you using that word save. If LeBron would like to win a championship, don't use save because he don't need saving.
There are two players out there who like to go against the grain, who like to shock the world, who like to go against what social media is telling them to do or not to do. And that is KD and Kyrie. And they might just say on a whim, you never know. This could be, July 1st, the morning of. They could just say, you know what? Let's go help LeBron win another championship. Let's just go do this.
Instead of going to cold New York, let's stay in L.A.
Yeah, let's just stay in L.A. KD's got 2 houses here. I don't know if Kyrie's got a house here, but I'm sure he loves it.
You get one.
Yeah. He would get one. I think he can afford a house.
He can get the one I'm in. Okay, what about this? Matt, what if we do this? Let's just say for the sake of argument, you say, we say need Jesus, and Jesus say, you know what? LeBron has really lived an exemplary life. I'm going to bless him with this ping pong ball.
He needs that.
Zion. Pelicans, this is what we're going to do for you. We'll give you Zion for AD and True Holiday.
Okay.
I like that.
And
So we're
KD leaves Golden State.
And then you still have your young core.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, now you're just dreaming.
No, I'm dreaming. I just told you. Hold on. Jenny said there's a slim chance we could get.
You're even invoking Jesus into this, right?
LeBron said he's playing for the basketball gods.
Yeah,
so
right.
he's on
And Matt said they need Jesus, so I just said. But you said Jenny read that there's a slight chance they could get the ping pong ball that could land them Zion.
Very slight.
Okay, I like slim.
Hey, and if that happens, the NBA is rigged.
There you go. You trying to plant the seed, man. We get AD and True Holiday.
Yeah.
Now we still gonna have to move. We're gonna probably have to move Kuzma, Ingram. Gonna have to move one of them. You know that. I know that. And we'll keep JaVale.
Okay,
we'll
just
keep
do
JaVale.
the hypothetical.
Okay.
KD, Kyrie, LeBron, and at age what?
35.
Season number 17. Would that be enough? Yes, it would be enough.
More than enough.
Come on, that's firepower. And plus, it's addition by subtraction because you got KD out of Golden.
Hey, we took Kyrie out of Boston.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
And then we got
I like-
JaVale. Oh, you know, I like JaVale. JaVale playing hard right now.
It's going to take two big names,
Yes.
big tight players to move the needle for the Lakers. Can they do that? We'll have to see.
That's your only exit strategy.
Not one won't be enough.
And you know what Kevin Durant did say a couple of months back? It's toxic around LeBron because of those fanboys in the media who overprotect him. And you have to live with that day in and day out. Would KD subject himself? He doesn't care. That doesn't bother him. Yeah, he would do it.
Yeah.
But would anybody else?
Well, Kyrie knows what it's like to play with him because he played with him for 3 years. So Kyrie understands what it's like to play with LeBron.
Playing with them in LA is different. This is different. We've talked about LeBron since last summer, every single day on every single show. You know what I mean? So you're
Correct.
stepping into a different situation in LA
But
from
that's
any
what
other
comes-
time you've played with anybody.
But that's the thing. It's LeBron. It ain't the locale. You always, because he's different. He's like a Magic and a Larry. It's championships or it's nothing. And no other player has ever had to deal with that. When KD was at in Seattle, starting in Seattle, OKC, it was like 5-6 years before we started. They might can win a championship. And James Harden, that was just like the last year or two. He might can win a championship. LeBron James, you play alongside him, is either title or it's nothing. That's what it comes along with. And everybody can't handle that. They succumb. That pressure gobbles some of them up.
Not only with him, but Lakers, I mean, that's a perfect storm. Those are the two franchises where, LeBron's the chosen one and the Lakers are a historical franchise where it's championship or bust. So those coming together, I've never seen in my whole life, I've never seen the immediate attention over one season. If you look over their season hasn't been very good, but it's still every single day it's a topic of conversation. And how many players really want to come into a situation like this if you're not going to win? Like one player, you're not going to win.
But
So do you want to be criticized the whole year?
If you that guy, if you what you say we are, we should never have to experience this again. If KD is what everybody telling me he is, if Kyrie is what they're telling me he is, we should never experience this again.
Okay, but let's go back to reality. Reality is, AD, is he built for this? Because remember, he's going to be the fall guy. He's going to be the scapegoat to the goat, right? If it doesn't go right, Anthony, where are you?
See what you try to do? I see what you try to do. You trying to plant the seed. If it don't go, there's no such thing as if.
But that's hard to walk
We
into.
don't do if.
Well, if you only get AD, it's definitely a huge if.
We're going to get Kimba, too.
You could get AD.
Dang, we get AD and Kimba.
Gosh, he's so much thinking
I don't
over
think
here.
that's enough. I don't.
Huh?
Now, if KD stays in...
See, I already told you what KD needed to do. KD bouncing.
Get out the West?
KD
Or just get out
bouncing.
of Golden State?
KD got the Mayflower already loading up.
Okay.
They walking the grand piano as we speak.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, the
Then I don't
bedroom
love their
first.
chances this year, then.
Huh? No, we ain't, what you mean chances? We ain't got no chances.
Two,
We got
2 feet out the door.
Interesting you bring that up. So
Yep.
let's stay in the West.
Yep.
Are the Rockets looking like the team to beat? Because they
Yep.
are looking good. We will discuss next.